Hey, Tony Gas here. Y'all gotta forgive me. I'm in a Airbnb. We had dropped our oldest son off, but I want to share this message because this just it hit me. It was a breakthrough for me, and I'm praying that you can get this too. I was online and I seen this. I'm just scrolling on whatever, and there's a lot of fitness stuff. And I seen this workout class, and they was working out. There's music playing, and it was a white lady that was leading the class, and she dancing, and everybody in there dancing is all white women. And I click on the comments, and I see a black lady comment, "Are black women invited?" And then they comment like, "Of course, black women, everybody's invited." And it was like the video just was cropped for social media. And then another black lady commented, uncrop the black women so that we can see them or something like that. And this a vibe. And it just showed me how sensitive that we are and how that traps us because we want to be recognized by man. And in order for us to do something, we have to see ourselves in it. And we always talk about representation matters when you are the representation. Representation should not matter because as long as God sees you, then you are seen. But we have been trapped by the adversary to feel so small to where we see everything through the lenses of color. And yes, that comes from slavery and Jim Crow and all of those things. So once you realize that you still trapped and you still are struggling from the generational warfare and you still struggling from Jim Crow that maybe you didn't live through or from slavery that you didn't live through. Once you realize that that's the root and that's where it comes from, now you got to break free. Because if you know that it exists, and if you know that you feel unworthy and you feel less than because you're not in the magazines, you're not on the movies, you're not in the TV shows, you're not in the viral videos, and if you look and you see everything through the lens of color, and even down to complexion, like I remember one time posting an advertisement with the first coaches who joined on my mentor.life, and there was dark-skinned black women saying, "Where's the dark-skinned black woman?" But they ignored that there was a dark-skinned black man. So the dark-skinned black man did not count. And there was a light-skinned black woman who she was the very first coach to join my mentor.life. So do I cut her out because she's light skinned? And not only is she light skinned, she's biracial. And she's from Mississippi, an area where she was a curse to where her parents weren't supposed to be together in Mississippi. And she was the birth of two rebellious parents rebelling in Mississippi. So do I cut her out because she's light skinned and she didn't choose to be light skinned because her two parents went against the social norm of the racist Mississippi and gave birth to her, and then cut out the black man who's of a darker complexion because he's a man? See, we're so sensitive that we are trapped, and that is why there are so many black men and women eating themselves to death. That is why we lead the country in type 2 diabetes. That is why we can't live a quality life past the age of 60 because we are trapped and we are allowing ourselves to be trapped. So much so to where I have deep, intensive conversation with people of other races who are take out time of the money that they have paid me for coaching to understand why their black friends are offended and why their black friends are complaining or negative or doubting or down or this and that. And it comes a point to where we have to stop letting people of another race tell us to get over it. And we have to look ourselves in the mirror as full black people and say, I'm finna get over this. And it's ironic that it just happened in a funny way with my dad and I, because he's in his 60s. He probably 6'2". I mean, 62. I'm talking about 6'2". And he said, Tony, I'm gonna act just like them. And when he said just like them, he's talking about white people. Because, and what he was saying is that white people know and they feel a sense of ownership in America. And they move like they own America. And they go anywhere, they do anything, they say anything, they sit anywhere. And some of them will even look at other people like, what are you doing here? And so for a black man to have a mental shift to say, I'm finna move like that with a sense of ownership. And you know what? Since he said that, it set me free at 41. And he 20 years older than me. It set me free at 41. And it says to me, I'm like, you know what? I need to move like that. I need to have a confidence and a belief and know that I am worthy, know that I exist, know that God sees me, know that I have put limits on myself because man had limits on me. Man had shackles on me physically, and now those shackles have been removed and they are still there in my mind. So now I have enslaved myself. I have Jim Crowed myself. I have separate but unequaled myself. I have Willie Lynch lettered myself because none of that exists physically anymore. And those who realize that the world is wide open and that if you do the work, you can be Tabitha Brown, who blew up and now earns millions of dollars or has millions of followers just from posting on social media, and her brown skin is not stopping her from being a vegan and getting her body in shape. That you can be the guy from, I don't know, Africa or Australia who's very, very dark skinned and make the videos and show his hand and like, what are you doing? And now becomes a multi-millionaire from posting on free social media. Like when we realize that we're allowed, we're able, we're real, we exist, like this is real skin, this is a real body, like this is a real mouth, you can talk as much as you want to talk, you can say what you want to say, and you can stop conspiracizing and conspiratorizing yourself. And yes, and you can make up words because the dictionary was written by humans. And so when you take that level of agency in your life, nothing in the world can stop you. And what you have to realize is that God created the body in a very uniquely designed way, that you can bless yourself or you can curse yourself. You can look in the world and you can choose to be mad, to feel slighted, to feel hurt, to feel disrespect. And you can, and your brain will then dump into your body cortisol. And you can cortisol infuse yourself to death. That when you get online and all you see is color, and all you worried about is your skin color is not represented, your skin color is not respected, your complexion, your gender, not even just color, your gender, your age, your region, your state, your height, your weight. Like, we are so sensitive as humans that we're killing ourselves. We're killing our potential. We're killing our dreams. We're killing our future because we believe that we have to see it in order for it to be done. We don't walk by faith. We believe that we have to see someone who looks just like us go to the moon in order for us to become an astronaut. We have to see somebody who looks just like us get a multi-million-dollar modeling contract for us to become a supermodel. We have to see somebody just like us in order for us to do it. And that's a lie. Guess what? I tell myself every single day, I'm a billionaire. I don't know how I'm going to be a billionaire. I don't know if I'm going to be a billionaire. I don't know why I want to be a billionaire. But I tell myself that because I don't see nobody who doing what I'm doing the way that I'm doing it that is a billionaire. I don't see it. And I don't see nobody who is black that say they're a billionaire that I actually believe it. That I actually could see how they could be a billionaire. I don't even see it. Because a lot of the stuff where they talk about net worth, I don't want that. I want money in the bank to where I can go and build those community centers, not off what somebody say my company is valued for, but off of the money that I can touch. I could build those community centers. I could put those trusts in place. I could put those bylaws in place, and I could do that. And guess what? It's just a goal. It's not life and death. I don't need to see somebody who look like me do it. It's just a goal. It give me something that outside of serving Jesus Christ and being a devout Christian, it give me something to work for. It helped me be faithful to my wife. It helped me be devoted to my kids. It helped me stay focused, stay driven, and that's mine, and I don't need no permission. I don't need permission. I don't need approval. I don't need applause. I don't need nothing from nobody. People look and they say, Tony, how you become a millionaire? They didn't even know I was a millionaire. They didn't even know I make more than $1 million a year because I don't let it define me. I don't let it determine what I'm finna do with my life. And people will look and they'll say, you know what? I spoke it. I said I want it, and then I go to work. You see me show up on YouTube now by every day. This just happened to be the social media that I'm conquering right now. When I got on Twitter, I posted 17 original quotes a day. From 7:30 a.m. all the way to 10:30 p.m. And from 10 to 10:30, I posted a nugget of wisdom every 5 minutes. I outworked everybody. So when they say, Tony, how you made it, it's because I set a standard for myself. And I did the work. And guess what? Along the way, I was faithful to my wife. Not jacking off, not watching porn, not going to the club, not cussing, not smoking weed, not getting drunk, not doing any other foolishness. So when I took and I separated myself, then people was able to look and they was able to see, oh, Tony did, Tony that, Tony that. And when it looked good, and when God allowed me to make it look good, even when I'm going through, when I'm in the worst seasons of my life, can't nobody tell it because God will make it look good. And then and behind the scenes, I could be getting the lessons. And nobody can tell that I'm in a season of loss and getting lessons because that's the will of God. That's the way of God. So listen to me. I'm telling you now, you got to get out your own way. Stop being so sensitive. Stop caring about what other people think, what other people got to say, and you start working on you. You start focusing on you. Stop being so worried about representation. Representation matters. Be the representation. Stop waiting to see it before you believe you can become it, and believe you could become it, then become it so somebody else who have not had the breakthrough can see you. You be their representation. And I'm telling you, until you can break free and stop killing yourself, stop eating yourself to death, stop drinking yourself to death, stop complaining yourself to death, stop stressing yourself to death, stop worrying yourself to death, stop comparing yourself to death, and find freedom, find liberty. Walk in Jesus Christ. Know who you are. Know what is yours. Know what's available to you. Stop making excuses and start making changes. It's time to shut up and it's time to put up. It's time to get up. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Stop having a beg to differ spirit. Stop trying to argue just to have the right to complain. It's time to suck it up and do what you call to do. Stop crying. Stop complaining. Stop arguing. Stop looking for an excuse. Stop waiting to be represented. Stop waiting to be respected. and go and get what's yours in the name of Jesus.